This is the story of the Vision Splendid. It had been dry for 8 weeks, and the whole of the sky was full of dust. Nobody thought it would ever rain again. And then, one afternoon, we saw the storm clouds coming from the south, and we prayed for rain. Your mother, who I didn't know, went to church, and she prayed for it to rain. And I prayed too. But not in church. And then I'd say, "Did it rain? Did it rain?" My father would say, "When your mother asks God for rain." It rained like all the air was a river, and the drains in the street filled up and the water crept out across the main street until it swallowed it. I was down at the co-op shifting flour and grain, and I just looked up. Just glanced up, and that, my father would say, was when I saw the Vision Splendid. And I'd say, "What was it? What was the Vision Splendid?" And he'd say, "It was your mother, lad. Your mother, standing in the bow of the boat, piled high with things from the church. She was standing in the bow, holding the cross. And her eyes, my boy, her eyes. All that water, and such luminous eyes."
Good story. Yeah, good story.
Tell that story. Oh, yes.
This cake is great. Yeah, you bought this, didn't you? Everybody down.
This is a story about a fella who told stories. Harry Joy. He wasn't the most clever bloke you ever met. He wasn't even very original. But everyone thought he was a good bloke. And he was happy with the world and his place in it. He loved his wife, and she loved him in her way. He was proud of his son, who, as everyone knew, was going to be a doctor. And his daughter, who was all set to be a social worker. He got on well with his junior partner. He got on well with everybody, even the clerks.
I'll give you a hand.
Yeah.
Luke, come on.
I'm keeping my balloon.
Harry Joy had a more or less successful business, a little advertising agency. He owned his own house. He loved his family. He believed what he read in the paper. Why shouldn't he be happy? He had one big problem that he didn't know about. He was about to die. Harry saw his death as if it was someone else's. He watched himself from outside his body, and he wasn't scared at all. He found he could slide between the spaces in the air itself. Ecstasy touched him. He was stroked by something which felt like trees, cool, green and leafy. It occurred to him that he'd died. Then he got scared. He felt walls like membranes which shivered with pain, and a sound, a terrible sound which promise meaningless tortures like the Christian stories of his youth. He recognized the world of pleasure and the world of pain, bliss, punishment, heaven and hell. He didn't want to die. And in a calm, clear space, he found his way back to his body. Harry Joy had been dead for 4 minutes. And he would never be quite the same again, let me tell you.
What's this?
Good day, Betty. How much?
Fill it up.
Sorry, what?
Fill it up.
What?
Don't be a bastard.
My daughter. Can't stand the smell of petrol. Hates it. Drives her crazy. Remember little Pram? Used to park it over there. Little Betty.
Relax, Mr. Joy. Just relax. Your wife's coming in to see you after lunch.
Hiya, Aldo. She tricked me. I would never have given her Harry's table if I'd known. I thought she was having lunch with Harry. I didn't know he was in hospital. Everybody else knew. They shouldn't do it at Harry's table.
A very dry martini, Aldo, and very dry this time, huh?
I ordered you a daiquiri.
I don't like daiquiris.
I would have drunk it.
What a pair of creeps. Harry's in hospital and they're screwing each other. I'd lay money on it.
Doctor says he'll be fine. Coronary bypass is a dangerous operation, but he's confident he'll be fine.
Marvelous. He shouldn't
told him.
I've told him too.
Listen.
He'll be fine. He won't die.
See? What did I tell you? Poor Harry. Everybody loves him, except his wife. was a little monkey.
He knows.
Rubbish.
He must have smelt you.
You really smell it.
Like sardines.
I hope that'll be dry enough, sir.
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
Stop it.
Don't be angry.
No, I'm not angry.
Bring your chair a bit closer. Come on, come and give me a kiss. Phew. 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 What have you been up to?
Nothing.
You smell like whiskey.
I had a drink with Joel. Listen, you stop all this dying rubbish. It's just like your hives. You're going to talk yourself into it.
No, you don't understand. It's not the dying that I mind.
Look, I don't want you to die.
Do you believe in God, Buchanan? Something happened to me when I had the attack. I haven't told anyone. I had a vision. I left my body and I went up into the air.
Maybe you should see a psychologist.
It was a warning. I saw heaven and hell. There is a heaven and there is a hell.
I'll get him fired.
No.
Oh, that doctor, he's a clumsy fool. No wonder you're frightened.
Yeah, you don't understand. It's got nothing to do with the doctor.
He's got sausage fingers.
Yeah, I know.
You're too nice to go to hell, Harry. If anyone's going to hell, it's going to be me.
It is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Excuse me, I was wondering if you might tell me where I could find Harry and Joy.
Just behind those pink flowers.
Oh, thank you. G'day. Join you?
Yeah, go for your life.
Odd socks. I'm wearing odd socks. Sometimes I go to the laundromat with pairs and I come back with all odd socks. And sometimes I go to the laundromat with odd socks and I come back with pairs. Sometimes.
Harry.
Des.
The Reverend Des.
You bet.
Well then. As the joys of heaven are enjoyed by men, so shall the pains of hell be suffered. As they will be men still, so will they act and feel as men.
Oh. Sir Harry, do you think that God is such a bastard that he'd want to torture you for all eternity?
No, why shouldn't he?
Oh, well, it doesn't make sense. It'd be like you, wanting to hurt flies or ants.
That's right.
This was written in 1649.
Yes.
Well, it's a bit out of date, isn't it?
We're talking about eternity, and you're quibbling about 350 years. Well, if it was true once, it must always be true. And what about all the people you sent there in the Middle Ages? Have they all been allowed to come home? Are you saying there's definitely no hell? There is a hell.
Well, I just don't think that God would want to harm us.
Maybe not your God. Maybe another God. I mean, maybe it's a they and not a he. Maybe it's a great big empty part of space, I mean, charged with electricity. Well, then I can't help you. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't you see? I might be wrong. Harry, your face.
Oh, it's only my bloody hopes.
Maybe we should have talked about cricket.
June 1800. Right? Okay. Stay.
Aren't you going to pick it up?
Why should I?
So you can hide it in the back of the Fiat with the rest of the money. It's okay, I found it there months ago.
If you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
I know. You're going to New York, aren't you? In New York, there are towers of glass. It's the most beautiful and terrible city on earth. When God makes the next flood.
Shut up.
It's just a story.
Just get out of here, will you? And if you come here scrounging for freebies, you can forget it.
David, please.
You don't understand, do you? This is my business. If you want Coke, you have to pay for it.
And where do I get $200?
$2.50.
Come on, David. Be nice to your sister.
My sister won't be nice to me.
Is that what you want?
Just want my sister to be nice to me.
For a deal. Yeah? Wouldn't you rather have the money? Okay, then. Get it out.
Don't talk like that.
Like what?
Don't talk tough. Talk soft. Okay?
Okay.
Sister. Little sister. Hello, Mummy. How's Daddy?
In New York, there are towers of glass. It is the most beautiful and terrible city on earth. All good, all evil exists there. And if you know where to look, you can find the devil. He drives down 42nd Street in a Cadillac with black windows. He lives in Park Avenue, surrounded by his servants.
He believes everything you tell him. Now stop it.
My darling Patricia, you know it's true.
It is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than a camel to pass through the eye of a needle.
Shit, I've died again. Christ, hurry, do something.
It is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle.
Zena, please don't say that. Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Harry Joy's post-operative period was painful and disturbing. Slowly, during his recovery from his successful operation, Harry Joy became totally convinced that he was actually in hell.
Drugged him. Oh, no. Look, he's asleep, that's all.
I think he knows we're here.
Harry Joy was conducting tests. The purpose of these tests was to establish whether he was really in hell or whether he was mad. He began by hoping he was mad, but the more he looked, the more he became convinced that these were not his real family, but clever imitations placed there to torment him. The evidence was mounting every day.
Dad?
Are you a communist?
Yeah?
Good.
It's true, they did something to him.
Don't be absurd. It's true. Look, Lucy, stop it.
Look, when I was rubbing his head, I saw a mark.
Nonsense.
I mean, you know what they do in hospitals. They make mistakes all the time.
Rubbish.
Okay. Which verb starting with L is a synonym of abominate? Mickey. No.
His family, in moments of clarity, saw and sensed his pain. They did the most absurd things to please him. But when their love was not reciprocated, they became angry and irritable, and sometimes more than a little mad.
In 1924, I enlisted in the United States Army and trained... Mickey. Lindbergh. Yeah. Charles Lindbergh. My given name is Charles. Well, John had 25. Okay, fast money, ladies.
Why do you make up such stupid stories, you silly bitch?
Didn't you? Just too stupid to believe me, you harlot.
Don't you call me a harlot. You commie slug! Slug!
What are you doing?
Never will I listen to you again, ever!
You're going mad.
Slug! Honestly, you really think people believe those
You're
stories
going mad, aren't you?
Where did you buy these fantasy? Well, I don't believe anything. I believe the truth.
Listen, they're at it again.
Turn the light off, they'll see you.
How you doing, Davy? Where's your father?
My father?
Yeah, where is he?
Not my mother? My father. He's in the shed.
But he won't talk to you. Harry? Harry, it's me. I've brought the balance sheets, Harry. I said, Harry, I've brought the balance sheets here. February figures are not very good, Harry. I've done some projections for the next 2 months. Well, what do you want me to do, Harry?
Just continue.
I can take advice.
Continue, just continue. That's my advice.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this garden salad here, we ordered that, but it didn't arrive. So what I've done here, I've corrected the check, and I've subtracted that amount for you, and it's now $34.85.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Oh, what's so funny? I argued with the man because he charged us for salad he didn't bring. He admits his mistake.
That was Harry. He must be feeling better. He's going to Milano's.
We're not going to discuss Harry anymore. We talk about Harry in bed. We talk about Harry while we fuck. We can't even come to our own restaurant.
Well, don't talk about Harry. Talk about how we're going to set up our own agency. Talk about how we're going to sell it. Talk about how we're going to open it in New York.
Look, about New York.
Don't lay that on me. That's Harry's big trick. Oh, talk about New York. All he ever wanted to do was sit in his house getting drunk at this dump.
No, I didn't order this.
I did, sweetie.
No. Excuse me. Didn't I notice you lift your eyebrow in a disagreeable way?
I beg your pardon, sir?
I said, didn't I notice you lift your eyebrow in a disagreeable way?
Sorry, Mr. Joy, but your usual table's full. No, it's not your usual table anymore. We're out of the Mercury Blanc. Have some Meursault.
And pearl perch and sorrel sauce. And how are you, Andy?
We eat, we shit, we die. I myself have cancer.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Terrible. Why is it terrible? I'm going to die. What's so special about it? For old time's sake, Harry, they're giving me chemotherapy. That makes me ill. So, they give me marijuana. Counteracts the effects of the chemotherapy. Illegal. Except for fortunate people like me who are dying of cancer. It's not bad stuff. I mean, in comparison with wine, it's definitely under par. No nose, no color, no complex taste. But it's euphoric, very good, probably better than wine. I'm telling you this, Harry, because for the first time in 15 years, I can tell that you're not happy. I don't think it would hurt to try some.
No, thanks, Otto.
You just mix a little with your cigarette, like this scene, so that the tobacco comes out the end. Then you put a little pinch inside. It's easy.
Why are you talking so much, Otto? You never used to talk so much.
I'm stoned, as a matter of fact. Do I look like a monster? The devil? Well, take it. Take it. Take it.
Billy DeVere. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Joy.
He's from the circus. Cheer up, cheer up. Just an accident. Very funny story.
A drink first, or you'll think of wine. Just a wee one. Just a wee droppy there. Oh, now you're talking. That's a man's drink.
Thank you.
This must be some story.
It's nearly the same as the original story.
Thanks of the original story. It was a red Volkswagen.
What story?
No, it wasn't. It was a Fiat, just like Harry.
Anyway, near enough.
What is this life imitating a life imitating bullshit?
Harry, you know the story about the elephant? Because pretty soon you're going to have to be telling it to your insurance company.
This elephant, it was trained to sit on red boxes, see?
Big red box.
Big ones. And one day somebody parked a Fiat, this red Fiat, right beside the elephant. And they said,
an elephant sat on the car.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harry.
Pull over. Get on, you prick, pull over.
An elephant sat on it.
Oh, Harold, don't be silly. If you're going to tell stories, tell us something original.
An elephant sat on it. The bloke from the circus came and told me.
Name being?
I forget. Phone the circus, they'll tell you.
Don't tell me what to do, and don't muck me about. You filthy bastard, you've been eating garlic.
I'm sorry.
You fucking stink.
I'm sorry. Tell me a funny story?
Not very funny stories, very old stories.
Maybe you could think of something original.
Maybe old stories is all it knows. Maybe I'll just pass it over to you.
No, mate. I think I might just pass it over to you.
That's the truth. All right, Harold, sit down. Tell us something original this time, eh? No elephants. We've heard all that before.
Something new.
Something interesting.
You've heard such stories, Harold? Anything.
About marijuana.
Anything at all, mate?
Oh, come on. Let's just get his statement and get the hell out.
No. Hey. You tell a story, Harold.
He was very short. And also short-sighted. He wasn't good at anything. Not sums, not writing, and not even games. His mother was short too. She was a Cockney from Bow in England. And she was 4 foot 7 inches tall. One year there was a competition on the beach. A competition for the shortest woman. And little Titch, that was his name, persuaded his mother to go into the competition. When the other short women saw little Titch's mother walk towards them, a great cry of despair went up. Oh no. That night when they went home on the tram, little Titch carried the silver cup his mother had won. It said, "The shortest woman, Queenscliff, 1909. Little Titch was proud that the people had smiled at his mother and given her the cup. But what he couldn't understand was why she should be rewarded for the very thing he was always punished for. They did not kick his mother because she was small. Just let them try. Or pull her nose or her ears. They did not pinch her when she was asleep. She didn't have to hide beneath the laundry trough or under the tank stand or beneath the house. But this was the daily lot of little Titch. And his big brothers always found his hiding places, and they boxed his ears and told him how stupid he was. Little Titch tried to do whatever work he was given. His father kept stables in Port Melbourne, but they said he was timid and stupid and only fit for shoveling out the stale straw and shit. Many a night he went to bed unwashed with just the cold smell of horse dung for company. The most troublesome horse in the stables was a gelding called Billy Boy. You could not touch his face, or go behind him, or stand beside him, and almost every part of his body seemed to have received beatings at one time. He had cunning eyes, and he hated all human beings. He bit and kicked whenever he had the chance. Little Titch's father said he killed a man once. That was why he was so cheap. His idea was that he would be good training for the older boys. But after 2 bites and a nasty kick, the mother forbade the boys to go near Billy Boy. So the father had to do it himself. So life went on. Billy Boy bit the father, and the father hit the boys, and the 2 big boys found little Titch's hiding place, and they boxed his ears and pulled his nose. But on the night his mother won the cup, the 2 big brothers couldn't find him. And they woke up the neighborhood calling out, "Little Titch." It was his father who found him.
The horse killed him.
Billy Boy was standing there, and there was little Titch, his arms clasped tightly round Billy Boy's huge rear legs, his little face buried in the very warmth of his hock. "Come here, little Titch, come here at once." But little Titch didn't have to do anything at all because the bastards couldn't touch him, and that's the end of the story.
All right, Harold. I think you better piss off.
Harry didn't know quite what he'd done. But it doesn't matter. He'd done something good. His His old optimism flowed through him. It warmed him like brandy. The structures of hell towered all round him, but they no longer seemed unconquerable. Today, as usual, pardon me, Alex Duval would write his second set of conference reports. Now, these reports are what an advertising agency dispatches to its clients after a meeting. They document very fully all the decisions that are made. Not only that, it says who made them. And every Saturday, for the last 10 years, Alex Duval had sat at his desk and written a second set of conference reports in which he said all the things he wished he'd been brave enough to say in the first place.
Harry, we've missed you. Come outside where I can see you. Oh, Harry. Harry. Everyone's going to be so pleased to see you. Nothing against Joel. It's been fine. It's just that it hasn't been the same. We've missed your blind, bleeding optimism. You look so well.
I've been walking.
10 years younger.
And sometimes I go to the beach with Lucy.
Lucy. How's Lucy?
Fucking hell, Alex. What's this? You said that saccharin causes cancer. You've told our biggest client that they're criminals.
It's just a joke.
When you send them this and they fire us. Do you want to bankrupt me, is that it?
Oh, I don't send them out. Have a look in the cabinet behind you. There's 10 years of conference reports like that. I don't send them out.
Why?
I guess I'm crazy. I can't tell you. You wouldn't understand. It's ridiculous. It's my punishment. That's what it is, Harry.
Punishment for what?
Punishment for what we do here. For what we do here.
You're being punished for being bad?
Yeah, well, if you want to put it like that.
So we'll be good. That's how we'll beat the bastards.
Yes, Harry, that's very nice, but it's not very sensible.
Oh, of course it's sensible. We'll be good.
We?
Both of us.
You'll be good?
I think we should fire creep chemicals. I think that's the place to start.
Yeah. Why?
They use saccharin. So that you don't have to do your conference reports every Saturday. I'm damned if I'm going to be punished forever. Do you want to be in hell forever?
$2 million is a big client, Harry. Don't you think it would seem a little inconsistent? Suddenly, after all this time, to fire them?
But they weren't doing it before I died.
Harry, they've been using saccharin for 20 years.
Yes, to us, we are going to be good.
You're going to be broke.
Who cares?
cleaned everybody's shoes and all the windows. Why? He's been good. He's what? He's been good, he told me.
Go and have a shower.
I can't. Why not? Just clean me out the bathroom. Fuck him. Fuck him. What's he up to?
Why do you have to humiliate me? Why do you make me feel like a tramp?
Oh, hey, hey. Betty, is that you in there?
It was exactly 1 week since Harry Joy promised Alex Duval that he would be good. It was already looking like a risky and unnecessary sort of thing to do. His notebooks seemed a little crazy to him. Perhaps he had been mad after all. But he wasn't quite ready to deny his notebooks. He promised to undertake one last test.
Hey, you, in the tree, down here.
It's only me, Mr. Joy.
What's up?
I've lost my key.
Who is it? It's only Mr. Joy. He's lost his key.
The boy is home.
Your son is home.
I know.
He knows.
I'm not dead.
You want me to ring the doorbell for you?
Stupid.
I want to surprise them. See how fat.
He wants to surprise them.
I gotta come against my routine.
Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Hey. Oh, my God. He's hung himself.
Get me down. Get me down.
Oh, Harry.
What are you doing?
Get me down. Oh, my goodness. I'm coming, Mr. Joy. Don't worry. You're just hang in there. I'll be with you.
Daddy.
Oh.
All right, Mr. Joy. I'll get you up. Ah! Oh. Oh. Oh.
I curse you. I curse you all for all time and without exception.
He forgot his shoe.
Can I have a room?
What are you shaving your legs for?
Someone around here's got to make the money.
Honey Barbara loves the city.
Who told you that?
Honey Barbara loves the city.
Do not.
Honey Barbara loves the city.
He's taken a suite. A whole suite, not a room, a suite.
Honey, I do know the difference.
Yeah, well, the business can't afford it. We're paying 90 days already. He is not well. He is sick, sick in the head, insane.
Yeah? Sick, is he?
Yeah.
I know who's sick, and it's not Harry.
You watch your manners.
Manners? You send doctors to commit your husband, and you talk about manners? Can't stand it.
Weak, he's too clever for it. He charms him.
Joel, if you're going to live here, you must learn to shut the screen door as the mosquitoes get in.
Sorry, Davy.
David.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
What you need is a doctor who can't be charmed.
Yes. Go on.
I can get it done.
Davy, I don't want to be rude, but you're just a kid. You're hardly an expert.
You're not an expert either. That's why Harry's still in the Haygate. It'll cost money.
Well, here you go. Money.
$5,000.
Do I have to listen to this?
To make money, you've got to spend money. I'll pay the $5 grand.
You're your mother's son, aren't you?
Where would he get $5 grand from?
In return,
Yeah.
I'm leaving school. I don't want to go to university. I don't want to be a doctor. I've got a job waiting for me.
You're astonishing. I don't believe it.
A job? With who?
Frank De Silva's offered me...
Davy. He's a criminal.
Davy, he's a criminal. He's a businessman. A very successful businessman.
$5,000. You must really hate your father.
No.
$5,000 just to lock him up?
I don't hate him. He's sick.
Boy.
You're a hypocrite. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do it.
You tell Harry about any of this and I'll kill you.
Good day, Harry. Yes. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Thank you. Cheers. Adrian, I can't have you as a client anymore. I have to fire you. All right. All right. I'll pay for lunch. It's not personal. It's not you. It's the products. Holy Jesus, you're serious? Yes. You got me to drive 20 miles so that you could fire me. I came here to jolly you up because I thought you'd left your wife. Well, why should I leave my wife? Well, no reason. It's
just what I thought.
I mean, it seems a funny thing to think. We've been married for 18 years. You are here to be fired.
Holy Jesus, you're mad.
I have evidence that 3 of your products cause cancer.
Oh, shit.
You deny it?
Of course I don't deny it. For Christ's sake, Harry, it's been going on for years. Remember those tests in America?
Those tests were invalid. They used too much saccharin.
Oh, Harry.
Oh, what do you mean, Harry? That's what you told me. Or somebody who resembled you.
We both knew that was the company line. We had to pretend to believe
so
it.
You don't deny that you make products that cause cancer?
Well, of course I don't.
Then you're fired.
All right. You want to throw away money? I'll help you throw away some more. Room service, please.
I love you more than all the birds in the sea. I love you more than all the fish in the sky. When I ask you, dear, how much you love me, this is how you reply. You are into coffee, dear, and I am into tea. You prefer dear, and I prefer the sea. We can never fall in love 'cause you are into coffee and I'm into tea.
Bloody marvellous oysters in this country. You know, Harry, where exactly are you going to draw the line? And if you fire us, you have to fire all your clients. I'm sorry. Now listen. They release about 80,000 totally new organic compounds every year. None of them are properly tested. God knows how many cause cancer. The whole of the Western world is built on things that cause cancer. They cannot afford to stop making them. For Christ's sake, look at your clients. Austral have benzene in petrol, which is a carcinogen. Mitsubishi use it making tires, and we use saccharin. And even if we switch to cyclaments instead, they're just as suspect. And that other lodge, a dry cleaning company, used carbon tetrachloride. And every time an announcement is made that something might cause cancer, people are less worried because they cannot believe it possible that half of what they breathe and eat is going to kill them. And there you sit resigning our business because we use saccharin. You don't believe me, do you? I'll show you something. Move this stuff out of the way. Now this is a cancer map. It shows the incidence of cancer according to the place of residence and the place of work. You see, it is not random. If you live here, say, you are very likely to get cancer of the lymph. You know what the lymph gland does. You see, there's a damn epidemic going on, Harry. You cannot even buy a map like this anymore unless you know someone very important in an insurance company. My wife has cancer, Harry. She weighs 4 stone 6 pounds, and people come like ghouls to look at her. Our real friends are nice enough to stay away, of course. It's all right. Don't say anything. But preach to me about cancer.
I'm sorry. I have to fire you.
Oh, shit, Harry. Let's get some girls up here.
Don't worry about me if I talk too much. I've got all this city shit in me. Makes me a bit speedy.
Are you from the country?
I'm not from any place. $200. No funny stuff. No golden showers.
Oh, I don't want any funny stuff. But I'll need a pen.
If you change your mind, it's okay. I'll just call the office and they'll send someone else.
Oh, no, it's okay. I don't want anything funny.
Better get it all up front then.
Cards on the table.
All hanging out.
Etc.
You don't know what I'm doing, do you? Well, it's not what you think.
I wasn't thinking anything.
Well, it's not. Look. It's honey.
What are you going to do with that?
You people are amazing.
What people?
Come here. Come on, come over here. Come on. Sit down here next to me. Look at my eyes, and look at your eyes.
You've got beautiful eyes.
It's honey. Now you eat too much salt. It's all there in your eyes, years and years of salt. And you've got a sodium ring too. Yeah, it's really bad. But you've got very nice eyelashes. And from that angle, you look a bit like Krishna.
Yes, I've been told.
You know who Krishna is?
Certainly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, would you like some of my honey? Now, this is very powerful honey. You shouldn't have more than a teaspoonful. Do you have lots of whores?
Oh, a few.
Well, you're in luck today, because you've struck a gifted amateur. Was it worth it?
Every cent. How about you?
Didn't feel a thing.
Nothing?
Nah, never do.
You must have felt something.
You see, it's all in the karma. See, what you do in one life affects what happens to you in the next. Now, I must have been a real slut in my last life. So in this life, I don't like fucking much.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. See, karma means if you're good in one life, you'll have a better time in the next. And if you're bad, well, vice versa.
If you're good.
Don't you take the piss out of me, all right?
No, tell me. If you're good in one life, you have a better time in the next.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
But you're a businessman.
Advertising.
That's really bad karma.
No, I'm being good.
You can't possibly be.
I have just fired a $2 million client because his product causes cancer. That's him in the next room.
$2 million? Oh, sure.
That's good. It has to be.
Well, it's not bad.
A cancer map. It's a map of where we live. Look at it. Look.
Shit. Where'd you get this thing?
I stole it from him.
You're one hell of a businessman.
I trusted you the moment you walked in. It's my opinion that I am living in hell. And all this is hell.
I'm so sorry. Your friend is using the other one.
Do you think I'm crazy?
Crazy? Of course you're not crazy. Just look at the damn map.
They're trying to get me locked up.
Yeah, I'll bet they are. How come they haven't?
I give them champagne.
The cops?
The doctors.
Won't work.
I tell them stories. It's worked so far.
Well, it won't work for long. Now listen to me, because this is something I know about. Now, don't carry drugs, and don't have any books. No books at all. Don't be a smart-ass with the cops. Just don't argue with them. But don't let them search your room without a witness. Just be nice to them. Make them tea. Don't let your voice shake when you talk to them, and always have money. Now, when the shrinks come to get you, don't fight them, otherwise they'll shoot you full of pentothal and you'll arrive at the nut house unconscious. Never, ever, ever arrive at a nut house unconscious. See, if you can arrive conscious, you can sign yourself in. They call it voluntary admission. Well, if you can sign yourself in, with any luck, you can sign yourself out.
Well, how do you know all this?
Most of all, never admit to anyone that you think someone is trying to threaten you, attack you, pinch you, fuck you, get you in any way. Otherwise, they'll bust you for paranoia and lock you up for good. Even though you're really being radiated by the air and poisoned by the water. And remember, 1 in every 3 is a spy.
What's your name?
Zelda.
That's your real name?
What do you reckon?
Oh, you know something, Fred? This is the place Igor was talking about. Dracula's secret laboratory.
Listen, you're supposed to be selling dope, not lying around eating dead chook. They're expecting you home. They need the money. Or have you forgotten? I think I've scored a regular client.
This side is full of city shit.
Do you think I'm doing this for fun?
Nah. Honey Barbara's doing it for the good of the community.
Anyway, he's not like an ordinary businessman. You'd really like him, Dave. He's amazing.
You're really into it, aren't you? You really love it.
Okay, Damien, what's happening with the dope? Damien? Dave?
We got ripped off. I had a gun. I took the lot.
Who is it?
Harry, I've got to talk. I'm drunk.
I'm sorry I'm drunk. I don't mind. Here's to me. You turned into a cold fish, Harry. You never used to be cold. You were a fool, but you were warm. What's in there?
It's the bedroom.
How much does this cost? Fuck you, Harry. You went and left us in the lurch. You fire a $2 million client. My client, you don't even tell me. What is in there?
Alex, don't you remember? I promised I'd fire them.
I didn't ask. You decided. You interfered in my life, in my private life. So I'm crazy. Did I ever hurt you? All your life, you walk about, you don't see anything bad, and now you bloody wake up. Why? What do you want to destroy me for?
Alex.
What do you want to destroy me? I'm leaving the agency. I am resigning. And you are pathetic. Adrian Clunes is taking his business to Burns and MacArthur, and he wants me to go with him. All those years that I was in accounts and you were taking profit, well, I am going to be a director, and I'm going to get some profit. Look at you looking at your watch. I'm just trying to say that I'm sorry. I've got to earn a living.
Alex, I'm gonna put you to bed.
You would have had to have fired me in the end. Just don't blame me. I'm only Alex. Fuck it. Get out.
This is ridiculous.
If you get up at 4, no one can ever get you. Get used to it.
Do you always get up at 4?
Your alarm clock is your key to freedom.
I'm glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you. Couldn't hack it without you.
What does he weigh? Oh, approximately 140, 160?
Good morning, Mr. Joy. This is Dr. Cornelius, and I'm Dr. Hennessy. Now, we'd like you to come with us very quietly, and we'll take you to a place where they'll make you feel better.
What?
Poor man. You fought him.
They'll let him go. I mean, when they find out, they'll have to let him go.
Don't count on it. When that house gets a subsidy, they'll want to keep him. What are you doing? What are you...
I'm not going to have this on my conscience.
No! You can come and live with me. Probably wouldn't like it anyway. I think you're a spy.
Hello, Joe.
Doctors Cornelius and Hennessy called on Harry Joy 2 weeks later. They arrived at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, injected him swiftly, and carried him off without the slightest struggle.
Now, what have they told you about me? Have you seen me on television? This is a mental hospital where we lock up mad people. First unpleasant fact. Second unpleasant fact. This is a business, and I am doing it to make money, just like anybody else. What is the purpose of this business? It's to make money. This is a human garbage disposal. Do you find that shocking? The old men are soaked in urine. Someone threw them out. Do you find that shocking? Well, it's not shocking. It's life. Yes.
When do we get our ginger coffee?
There's no ginger toffee here.
Yes, there is. He means ginger toffee. We chose this project so we get ginger toffee.
Take them across to the ginger factory. It's where you're meant to be. Mr. Joy, I am Alice Dalton. This is my hospital, and you are here because you are sick. Unpleasant fact number 1. Unpleasant fact number 2, you are in the wrong bed. Please don't interrupt. When we assign you a bed, we do it for a reason, or reasons. We know things, Mr. Joy, that you could never possibly know.
It has my name on it.
How could you possibly know that there are 2 Mr. Joys in this room? You thought you knew it all, and now you find you don't. So be a love and get back into your bed.
But I'm Harry Joy.
No, you are Mr. Joy.
Mr. Harry Joy.
You are not Mr. Harry Joy.
I should know my own name.
If you knew your own name, you would not be here. I am here because I not only know my own name, but the names of all my patients. You see, Mr. Joy, it is my specialty. It is my business. Now, why don't you get out of Mr. Harry Joy's bed before he comes back? You don't want to start off in his bad books, too. Now, come on. Good boy. Come on. There. There we are. Good.
The name is Harry Joy.
Oh, come on, don't be silly, Alex.
Do you want to talk to Mrs. Dalton?
Alex, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left you alone at the hotel.
Just don't go around saying you're Harry Joy, or you'll get into a lot of trouble.
Oh, come on, Alex.
You know, when I first came here, I didn't want to be Harry Joy. Then one day I just stopped fighting and I realized the truth. That I'd always hated being Alex Duval. That my name was making me miserable. That I had the wrong name.
But Alex, they called you Harry Joy because they thought you were me.
You can't be destructive. You can't be destructive with me anymore.
Alex.
They put you in here to test me. Oh, that Alice Dalton's a clever woman.
Did they tell you it was a test?
Of course not. It wouldn't be a test if they told me. Please call me Harry.
Alec. All right, no, Harry. Harry, you don't have to be in hospital. It's not you they want.
You don't want to knuckle down under Harry Joy, do you? Oh, the irony. Irony. You know, I'm not surprised to see you end up here, Harry. Oh, fuck it.
What?
Called you Harry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I've got to worry about it. I like being Harry Joy. I'm a successful advertising man, and I don't worry about ethics or morality or justice. I'm crazy and happy. I told them the story about the butterfly and the New York stories.
Are they going to torture me?
Harry, no, they need your subsidy. You can have peace here. No one's going to hurt you. Oh, fuck it. Called you Harry again. Here's to me. You don't love me anymore, do you?
I just don't feel like it.
Honey, it's not my fault if Austral won't buy your ads.
I didn't say it was.
Just relax.
Oh, how in the God can I relax? When I write a world-class campaign and those provincial dum-bums won't buy it. What do they know about petrol? It's in my damn blood. I grew up with it. I ate and breathed the filthy muck.
You want Harry back, don't you? You think Harry can sell your ads?
Joel, I never pretended I was nice.
This is the story of the Vision Splendid. It had been dry 6 weeks, and the air was full of a red dust that covered everything. Nobody thought that it would ever rain again. And then, one afternoon, we saw the storm clouds roll in from the south, and we all prayed for rain.
I hate that bastard, Harry Joy.
Church and pray. I, too, prayed. But
look at him, he doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
And did it rain?
Stole my stories. Well, that's what they do here, mate. It's their special.
Did it rain?
You don't get breakfast the morning that they come, that's how you know, see? And then they take you to the shock table, and they put these 2 bits of tin, 2 bits of metal on your head, like this, here. It's a blackness that you can't imagine. Blackness. Cold black ink. Like death. They steal your memories. They take away the faces, all your pictures, all your stories.
It was your mother.
She's a lonely woman, and you're a good-looking fella.
You really think she let me out?
A lonely woman, a good-looking fella. And Californian poppy never fails.
Sit down, Mr. Duval.
Mr. Joy.
No, Mr. Duval.
Alice.
Mrs. Dalton to you. And if you've come to butter me up, forget it. Oh, for God's sake, stop it. You look like a madman. Let us address this problem sensibly, on a business basis. You, Mr. Duval, are a source of revenue to me. If you wish to depart, I will have to replace the revenue.
Ah, so that's it. Money.
At the end of the day, what else is there?
May I use your phone?
Don't you think, Mr. Duval, that you should find out first just how much money you will require? Yeah. What? Harry. Yeah? Yes, of course. How much?
Harry, I'm not going to ring a damn escort agency for you. Yeah, all right. All right. Mm. Yes, all right. Yes, it's a deal. He's got a floozy. Joel?
I'm not asking very much. You've already got my shirt and my shoes. They don't fit. for you to shave off your moustache.
Alex, I want you to be very still, or else you might get cut.
Stop trying to make me feel guilty.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty.
And not that either.
Not what?
Not that nasty shit in your voice. I don't know where you learned it, but I won't pay money unless you stop it.
Okay. Where's Honey Barbara?
Honey, what?
Zelda.
She's in the car, yearning. She thinks she's going to save your soul. She's under the illusion you're going to run away to the bush with her.
I am.
No, you're not.
I phoned her after I phoned you.
We made a deal, Harry.
You get my share of the agency for buying me out of here.
That's right. I'm going to do what I should have done 15 years ago. I'm going to be the best damn copywriter in the world. And don't you roll your eyes, because you're going to sell my ads for me.
No.
That's the deal.
That's not what you said on the phone.
That's the deal.
Fuck you, Bettina.
Do you want me to leave?
Betty, what's good in you?
It was always in me from the start. I was never a sweet little wifey.
You're pissed off because of Honey.
No, I'm not. It's a bloody silly name.
She's a beekeeper.
Oh, come on, Harry. Look where you see my ads. We'll kill him. We'll clean up.
I promised Honey Barbara.
She can come and live with us. Oh, come on, Harry. You can talk around. You can talk anyone around.
Oh, shit. What have you been eating? You look revolting.
Christ, I missed you.
I shanghaied my husband, Barbara. I had to buy him back so he can work with me.
Oh, what work?
Doing ads.
Advertisements.
Sorry, you've lost me.
Oh, I did a deal with His Highness. I do the ads, he sells them.
It was the only way we could get the money.
You said you were going to come home with me. I believed you.
I can't.
Look, I kidnapped him, but I don't want him for anything but work.
So you're going to stay in the city, are you? Why can't you read a bloody map? Well, fuck you.
Turn around, go back.
Will you look at my ads?
Yes, turn around, go back.
Well, are they great ads or are they great ads?
You did all this?
Copywriting, art direction, the lot.
Congratulations.
They've been rejected. We can't sell them.
We?
Joel and me.
You could make a lot of money doing ads like this.
But at the end of the day, what else is there? Can you sell them?
Tina, it'll be a piece of cake.
Joel, what happened?
Harry!
Joe.
You're looking good, Harry.
You too.
For Christ's sakes, what the hell has happened to you?
Nothing.
What happened, Snooky?
Well, I was just leaving the office, and this little kid came running out of that shop in the corner. And this woman, his mother, had one of those plastic buckets full of, well, I thought it was full of water, and she just threw it all over the little kid. Ask me why?
Why?
I don't know why. That's the terrible thing. And then his grandfather starts yelling out in Greek. I think he must have been saying it was gasoline. He dashed over to pick up the kid, but you see, he'd forgotten that he had. Yeah, a cigarette in his mouth. They both went up, burst into flames.
Shit.
But it's all right. It's all right, because I threw myself on top of them, and I put out the flames.
That's bullshit, Joel. Joel?
All right, it's bullshit. You didn't have to say it was bullshit. I knew it was bullshit, but Harry didn't.
You burnt yourself.
Who cares?
Dad! Dad! Oh, get out of here. I can't stand that damn petrol smell.
This is Ken McLaren. This is my father, Harry.
Mr. Joy?
Out! Out!
Here he is, his farag.
No, give it to me. Now get out. All right.
Hi, I'm Honey Barbara. Friend of your father's. Do you want some breakfast?
Yeah.
What's this? I have cornflakes.
I'll make some good bread for you later. That's all there is at the moment. Eat it. It'll make your shit flow.
I don't want to talk about shit. Particularly not to a woman.
Hi. I'm Lucy. This is Ken.
Honey, Barbara.
David thinks you're crazy. He says you talk about food like it's shit and shit like it's food. He reckons you can't tell the difference.
He's crazy.
Everyone's crazy around here. I'll make some herbal tea.
You got herbal tea, have you?
Been there, done that. Tina's crazy because she wants to be an American. Joel's crazy because he'll do anything for attention. David's crazy because he wants to work for the mafia. And Harry must be crazy because he let the others lock him up.
And why are you crazy?
We're crazy because we like everything.
Yeah, we like you chucking all this stuff out. And we like David being pissed off with you. We like everything. Herbal tea, Coca-Cola, speed. There isn't anything we disapprove of. Anyway, when the world's over, no one's going to appreciate how beautiful it all was. I mean, the sunsets wouldn't look so good if the air wasn't full of shit. Refracts the light and makes better sunsets.
Sounds pretty negative to me. Shouldn't you be trying to change it?
Been there, done that.
What with? Herbal tea?
See, we're the first people to come to the end of time.
How do you sleep at night?
We fuck until we can't do it anymore.
Why are you crazy? Why do you treat food like shit?
Yeah. What do you call good food? What, no white flour, no white sugar, no meat, that kind of thing? Sounds pretty boring to me.
Well, come back at dinner time, smart-ass, and we'll see how bored you are.
I'll be there.
I'm going to sell you fellas something you've already rejected. And to do this very difficult thing, I'm going to tell you a story about a bloke with only $10 in his wallet and a petrol gauge showing empty. As he drives along Crystal Parade, it's peak hour, and there he sees a service station on the left, nice and easy. And on the right-hand side, one of yours. Now,
To Harry Joy, the only true salesman in the world.
Will we wait for Joel?
This is very good. I used to Liverpool lady who made soup like this, but this is better soup, and hers was very good.
What's this?
Demineralised water.
Still get cancer like the rest of us.
I can smell petrol.
I washed.
I wash too.
We gave you an education so you wouldn't get involved with stinking petrol. I don't believe this cancer rubbish. But I'm prepared to discuss it.
I really like your food. It's not boring. Eat it up, David. Make your shit float.
You watch your mouth, young lady.
Oh, shit. You bloody fool! Don't worry, he's just trying to get her to show affection.
They won't be back. I saw to that.
It's your fault. You're such a bloody star, flouncing around the office. You never think how he feels. He wants to feel important. You never help him to feel anything. Well, are you all just going to sit there? Or is one of you human enough to help me get him to hospital?
I'm fine, really.
Shut up!
I'll drive, guys, if you like.
Look, it wasn't good or bad. It's the way it was sold.
All you have to do is be more arrogant. I mean, arrogant. It's easy.
Honey Barbara knew what was happening with Harry Joy. A devil had him.
Don't you look so superior? You drink my wine, you drive my jag.
Rather not.
If you don't want it, don't drink it. Do you know how much you cost me?
A lot of money.
A bloody fortune. So don't you say you don't love me.
You're a good man, Harry. I really loved you. I would have done anything for you. Poison with all this shit you do.
Yeah, well, somebody has to make the money. I'm doing it to make us safe, so no one will hurt us.
Bullshit. You know it's bullshit, you evil fucker. Come on. Don't you ever dare come running to me!
This is something we normally only find in people who have been exposed to petrol fumes over a very long period. Motor mechanics, service station attendants.
What is it?
We'll get another opinion, of course.
Something nasty.
It is malignant, yes.
How long have I got? A week? A month?
Oh, it's not quite that bad. You could have a year.
I need more than a year.
Mrs. Joy.
Well, ridiculous. I need 3 years to make it in New York. Petrol gives you cancer. Stupid hippie was right.
I'm going to give you a shot of this.
What is it?
Valium.
Forget it.
It'll make you feel better.
Nothing can make you feel better when you've been made a fool of. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
First, thanks for coming in at such short notice. Second, I must apologize for Harry. He won't be here today. So, you're stuck with me. All right, we have the campaign. Now we look at the problem of point of sale.
Suspense is killing me.
This gentleman is petrol. Your petrol. From your service stations.
And that was the end of Bettina. And in another way, completely, it was also the end of Harry Joy. Well, the old Harry Joy. It was the end of him. I arrived in our valley the year Clive dropped a match on the Hare Krishna lantana patch. Well, he burnt the lantana, all right. But he also burnt out 500 acres of good timber. I had a couple of things on my mind. The police. The police had got very excited about Bettina. They got a little too excited for my taste. I wanted somewhere calmer and safer. I was also looking for Honey Barbara. But of the two things, safety was definitely uppermost on my mind. It was also the time Paul Bees, Honey Barbara's father, was living down in the rainforest. Crystal had kicked him out of the house on the ridge and taken a lover.
G'day.
He was a bit lonely down there, with only the leeches and the mozzies for company. I was lucky.
Full of tall mountains. And the winters are full of ice. And the summers...
I was lucky because he was a kind man. And not only that, he was a curious man. He loved stories.
The king felt very sorry for him. And at night, he couldn't sleep. He lay awake, thinking of the beggars, like all kings. But it never occurred to him to give away his wealth. Instead, he decided he would punish himself for being rich. So he disguised himself as a beggar. And he went amongst the people.
I liked the rainforest. It seemed safer. finally, I had to do my share of the work. I chose to plant trees rather than work up at the mill. I was a bit mad, of course. At that stage, all I could think about was that the more trees I planted, the safer I'd be. You can't fool around with trees without them affecting you. You can't plant a thing and care for it and watch it grow without it altering you. I got hard hands, and I was happy enough. But there was one thing that ate at me. Honey Barbara, that stubborn woman, would not have a bar of me.
What does he know about trees anyway? Like, you don't know him like I do. You can't trust him. He doesn't believe in anything.
All I was saying is he knows good stories.
You call yourself an anarchist. You people will follow anyone. You're all so bloody bored with each other that when someone new comes along, you practically rape them. Anyway, they're not his stories. He stole them.
Now, Honey Barbara was a stubborn woman. She's always been a stubborn woman. But we all know how she is about honey. Honey is her weakness. And her biggest weakness was in April, when there were no decent honey trees in blossom. In April, she brought the bees back to her place where they could forage on the groundsel bush to stop them starving. But they didn't produce any decent honey. Yes, she was right. Only a crazy man would write a love letter that takes 8 years to arrive. Eight years. I won't say they passed quickly. While those honey trees were growing, I built 2 houses. I lost the first one in Cyclone Alfie. But finally, the time came. It was April, and there was Honey Barbara, expecting the same old April rubbish from our hives. Except it wasn't rubbish at all. Her bees had found my love letter, and delivered it as planned.
I'm not going to waste my whole life. I'm not going to waste my whole life hating you.
And that is the story of the love letter that took 8 years to flower. And how I finally got your stubborn mother to say she loved me after all.
And now, there's only one more story to tell. Nothing happens in this story. Nothing but a death. In a moment, the branch of a tree will fall on him. The yellow box he once planted as a love letter to our mother. His nostrils were filled with the smell of things growing and dying. A sweet, earthy smell, like the valleys of rainforests. He did not wish to return to his body, and instead, he spread himself thinner and thinner. And when he'd made himself as thin as a gas, he sighed. And the trees, those tough-barked giants exchanging one gas for another, pumping water, making food, were not too busy to take this sigh back through their leaves. He was Harry Joy. He was our father. He told stories, and he planted trees.